This is a requested tutorial from one of our subscribers. It's an halter neck top and it has a turtle cowl neckline. All right, and it's a backless top as well. It just has a tie at the back. Right, so if this is what you're interested in, keep on watching. To my return subscribers, I love you all, and if you're just seeing me for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit on the subscribe button and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you could always be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials like this. With less than 1 yard of silk fabric, you'll be able to achieve this beautiful turtle cowl neckline halter neck top. All right, so I'm going to get my starting line. After that, I will I'm going to come down by my vertical, like I'll be measuring my vertical point, which is my bust point, my waistline. There is no need getting your under bust. This is like, it's not necessary. So my bust point, my waistline, and I got the length of this top. Now I want to say something, please. If you want to get the top length, I think just come down by 2 inches below your waistline, just for hemming or turning allowance, like turning it, because we're going to use lining to turn this up. Okay, there's no need getting, because me, the length of my top was about 25. It was too long. After sewing, I had to cut out. All right, so after getting your waistline, just add just 2 inches. Is okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take my shoulder divided by 2, which I've marked. My neck depth is going to be 1 inch, please. Then I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. From there, I got my armhole line, which is also going to serve as my chest line, and I connected it horizontally and vertically this way. Now, okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to get my neck width. My neck width is going to be 3. Remember, our neck depth is 1 inch, right? Sorry guys, is 1 inch. Then I'm going to curve my neckline and I'll connect the shoulder slope to the neck width. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is, please do not mind me, I'm trying to check to make sure my phone is recording. So I'll label my chest line already. I labeled chest line, bust point, waistline, and full length. All right, remember what I said you're going to do on the full length, please. Remember what I said you're going to do on the full length. Just come down by 2 inches from your waistline, that's all. All right, the length of mine was too long, I had to adjust later. So I'm going to curve the armhole line this way. The next thing I'm going to do is to insert my body measurement, my round body measurement. My bust divided by 4, I will add just 1 inch seam allowance or ½ inch seam allowance for sewing. My waist divided by 4, I will add 1 inch seam allowance. For turning, this is just for turning allowance because it does not have back. It's just a joining for tying at the back. Then you just connect it to your full length. Please do not get your full length like mine. Mine was too long. Just come down by 2 inches from your waistline. Okay, I have to just readjust this. So now the next thing we're going to do now is to get a halter neck. So on that part, I'm going to come in by, I made a mistake. I thought it was going to have a sleeve, but I'm going to this is not, do not do this part. I was trying to look at the picture, so I looked at the picture and I realized that it was halter neck. Like, the halter neck does not have any sleeve. So watch and see what I'm going to do. I'm going to reconnect. This is where I was supposed to start from that our neck width. Connect and come down by 1 inch below your chest line, or you get to your bust point. Okay, so that is what I did. The first curving I did was not necessary. It was the one I started from the neck width and connected and curved. All right, that's what you're going to do. So I'm going to cut this out the way you see me doing. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is I'll be cutting on my fabric. All right, so to tighten the armhole, you know, we don't have any darts on this pattern, so we're going to be tightening the armhole. So I'm going to get what I have on my armhole. I'll divide it by 2 and I am going to mark it. Okay, I'll divide what I have there by 2 and I'm going to mark it, and I'm going to draw a straight line, and I'm going to be coming out by 1/4 of an inch, like 0.25 on both sides. This is going to enable your armhole tight, like it's not going to have any bulginess there. So I'm going to open it like this, but don't open it entirely. Then I will be closing it. Look at what I'm doing. I'm using my gum now to close it on the other side, like overlap it this way. All right, So that is it. With this, your armhole is going to be relaxed very well, properly. Okay, so we are done. Guys, I'm having cough. I'm really sorry. We are done. Is the next thing to do now is to get our cowl line. Now for the cowl line, I'm going to come down by 1 or half inch. Just come down like to get a line from that part, from that your neckline. All right, just come down by half or 1 inch. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get another pattern paper. All right, because we're going to be opening it. All right, so I get another pattern paper. I'll place it beneath it, under it like this, and I'm going to cut through, but I won't cut entirely. I'll cut it, then I will space it. I'll be spacing it. So now this depends on how fall. You know, the cowl neckline is not that, like, it didn't fall deep, because it's a kind of turtle cowl neckline. So I'm going to space it by 3 inches. 3 inches is very okay. That is what I used for mine, and you can see that mine did not fall deep. All right, but you still have that cool neckline effect. So I'm going to be spacing it by 3 inches, and I'll be using my sellotape to hold it down. All right, so I'm using my sellotape, you know, to hold it down. Okay, so just space it 3 inches wide. All right, so I am done spacing it. The next thing I'm going to do now is I want to, you know, make it stable so that it doesn't dance around. So I'm going to curve on the, now look carefully and see where I'm going to mark a straight line on. You see on that part, the neckline part, mark a straight line there, and I'm going to connect it now. I'll trace it now. Watch and see the way I'm tracing it. Can you see? Then on this part, just trace it, that straight line. You trace it now. You just trace everything, and I will go ahead and cut out. Now watch and see how I am cutting this out. Can you see? Please, that straight line, you see we did not follow the neck area. We had to mark straight line so that it's going to give that cowl neckline effect. Do you understand? I don't know if I'm making a point. So this is it. So the next thing we're going to do now is to cut on our fabric. As you can see, less than 1 yard of fabric, silk fabric, you get this. Less than 1 yard of silk fabric, even half yard of silk fabric, you can achieve this. All right, so I'm using a satin fabric, like a silk, a duchess, whichever way you call it. So I'll place it, and I'll go ahead and I'll cut all through. I will not be adding any allowance to this. All right, I will not be adding any allowance to this. I'll go ahead and I'll cut this out. Okay, so I'll do so, and I'll come back. I'm done cutting it, and this is what I have. Now I'm going to open it up. Can you see? Can you see the cowl neckline is taking shape already? Can you see? This is looking very, very fine. Now I'm going to cut another fabric for this. I'm going to cut another fabric for this. That's a full lining. I'll call it a full lining. The same way I cut for this one now is the same way I'm going to cut another one. We're going to be using it to turn this over. You know, this is not going to have any back. Okay, excuse me. So I've gone ahead to cut it out. Now I have two. One the main fabric, one the lining. It's serving as a lining. Now look and see what I have. I have this piece. It's about 4 inches long. I'm going to be placing it on that part inside because I'm going to sew. All right, I'll place the other one on the other side. It's 4 inches long. The both of them is 4 inches long. All right, so I'm going to sew. I've gone ahead to sew. Now I have to cut out. If you see now, my top is now shorter, so I had to cut out because it was too long. So I'll measure what I have there now. You see what I'm doing now? I'm just going to get a straight fabric, which I've already gotten already. I've gotten exactly what I have there, and it's 1 inch shorter, so that I'm going to have a space where to sew the full length, okay, or half inches shorter. All right, so then the longness depends on you. So I'm going to sew now. I'll be leaving an opening, 1 inch opening on either of the side that I'm going to turn to the right side. Okay, now this is it. I am done. So I am done sewing it, and this is what I have. Can you see how it's looking now? That was the part I left open for mine that I turned. I'm still going to stitch on it. All right, and I'll stitch on the other side. That's all. Can you see how this is looking? We've come, like, this is super easy. You're just going to tie it at the back, then on the upper part you're just going to put your button hole and your button to it. You can make it longer so that you can tie it and you can adjust it on how deep you want your neckline to be, and that's all. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. So like I said, you add button and buttonhole at that back, all right, the back neckline. If you want, you can make your own rope. You can make your own rope longer, because I did not actually see, the person that sent this tutorial, I did not actually see how the neckline, what they, if they use the button on it for the neckline part. Okay, so you can make your own longer rope so that you can tie it and adjust the cowl neckline, or you can follow my step by adding button and buttonhole. We've come to the end of this tutorial, and if you find this interesting, please give it a thumbs up, share my video, and leave a nice comment. All right, and if you're yet to subscribe, quickly hit on the subscribe button. Do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you could be notified whenever I post beautiful tutorials. Bye.